Hello and welcome back to Bump Love. Today we want to talk about those things that your children do that make you go where? What's that word you use sometimes? Go to Timbuktu.
And back.
And back. You are like, but child of mine, who wants a child? People, I'm giving up my child for adoption. What are those things that your children do that drive you up the wall? They are laughing, which means there are many.
There are so many. In my case, I will not take us back into history lessons because they are beyond that age of boys. Okay, I still do it, but it's not of put the toilet seat down. Put the toilet seat down. Lay your beds. Open the windows. It's okay for fresh air to come in. But right now, my biggest problem, and I'm sure some moms agree, you know when your kids reach a certain age and they feel they are very intelligent. So even when like now, most times we have like our, I call it gossip, they call it tea. Yeah. So some days we can decide to, gossip about things. I'm like, guys, what happened? But most times when I say, guys, what were you talking about? They're like, nothing, mom.
Oh, that you hate it.
I hate it. And so now I threaten them by saying, either way, when a problem comes out of those things you're saying are nothing, who fixes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It used to. Before they would be like, oh, last time thingy went, or broke the buchi. They haven't told dad that the bike. I'm like, hey, you see, I'm the fixer. But now clearly they don't.
Found a way of dealing with.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, what are you guys talking about? Nothing, mom. Very irritating.
Tell them.
Now they
Annoying. Oh God. When you have 3 boys that are very active, it is inevitable to not have things that drive you up the wall. So for me, there's lots. Banange, what do I start with? I do not like Putu. Number 1, Putu. Boys, I don't know, that Kaputu is still there, like it's there.
As if they've not had you.
As if they've not had you, eh? It's like slapping them up the wall. But yeah, I really don't like Mputu, eh? You tell someone something, they pretend like they've not had you, and then they've had you. That I'm still dealing with. And they're in that age where, Bambi, you have to do a lot of work. So the work is being done there. When you tell them to, they keep getting glasses of water, it's okay to drink. And when they are done, they will chill their cups there. Like I have shouted about that fact. Meanwhile, the youngest is the one, Bambi, who is responsible. 3, he'll be the one who comes and picks the cups. Like when they're leaving their slippers outside the door in the evening, his aunt will be like, no, let the slippers enter. And I keep telling them, you see your baby brother doing these things for you. How unserious can it be? So those are a few of the things, but yeah, there's lots of things. Forgetting to lay the bed, toilet
Banging
seats, like
doors.
Exactly, banging doors.
Eating in the bedroom.
There are really, really many, but those are some of the few we are dealing with. Hopefully they'll get better with time, because like mothers, you have to keep. Not really.
She's living that life.
Man.
But the one thing that bothers me about Micah, you people, I don't know if your children are like this. He has no sense of urgency. Like, Micah, it's time to go to school. You need to. So yes, I understand there's the waking up process. So we are woken up now. Okay, now you are alive and awake. Yes, you're looking forward to school. Can you put on your pants? Okay, mommy. And then is it?
Yeah. Oh my, I think so too.
Because we are the adults who are like that, like who drive
It
us up the
drives
wall.
me up the wall. I'm just like, life is good. Like there is really no hurry. And so that's when I come in and I just want, let's do this thing and get out of the house, which means I'm now constantly helping him to put on his pants or put on his t-shirt so that we can go. We need to go. So even now when he's dressed, I'm okay, pick your bag. Okay, mommy. And then you first stand there, maybe like stare at something or like maybe ask about her yogurt. Maybe.
Is his dad that way?
Yes. there is a bit of that. Like he has.
Apple doesn't.
I just reported him. But yeah, like just that. Life is good, mommy. Why are you in a hurry? Yeah, leave me.
Interesting. Okay, so as you would imagine, the one who drives me up the wall, no, up the roof, no, into the sky, no. She throws me over. Bianca gives me a run for my money. What drives me up the wall? Bianca is exactly like me, extremely defensive, extremely big-headed, won't listen, has an explanation why, with my good Lord. You people be like, every time I'm going home, I'm just like, what has Bianca got for me today? Yesterday, just yesterday, she amused me so much when she were in the kitchen, we're doing something, and then I asked her to, you know, get into the fridge, and then she goes like, but mommy, if I open the fridge like this, anyway, she had this long story, so I just looked at her, and she said, I know, I asked so many questions.
She also knows.
And I'm like, wow, so you knew. Yeah, so you knew. Or sometimes she'll come and tell me, like, so every morning we have a conversation because she really has challenges listening and listening to other people's opinion. And again, she didn't fall very far from this tree. And I mean, an apple tree will have apples and not oranges. I get that. So you know, she'll come to me in the morning and I ask, okay, so how do you plan? Well, you know, what's your plan for that day? What's going on? All of those things. And we talk, you know, and then after that she says, but mom, do you know it's still so difficult to listen to people?
You know what's great? She knows
like,
the issues.
Yes.
It's a major
plus.
But I tell you, friends, at that moment, even after she has finished, no, I don't think we should eat beans when they have tomatoes. Like there's oh my God. She always has to say something. Like there are times when I tell her, Bianca, no, you don't have to say anything. So, but I have something. It's here in my head. It's in my heart. Mommy, let me just say it. And I finish it. My God, like, Bianca. Oh my God. So in fact, I just kept, there are times when I tell Brian, I said, Mommy, thank you for managing me because I see me like in her, and so even because of just having her, a lot of my own character has changed because I'm just like, I must be annoying. I must really. I've finally understood myself. I'm like, oh, that's what. Oh, yeah, Manuela, there, keep quiet. You don't have to shut up. Manuela, keep quiet. You know, just because of my daughter. Black, on the other hand, to be honest, Bambi, that boy, I would be such. Yes, I'd be accusing him falsely, and also after that, also you guys would just be like, really, Manuela? You picked really, of all things, you picked that he doesn't like. Yeah. First of all, like Blake can't eat mixed food. So he can't have rice and beans mixed. Beans have to be on their own, rice has to be on their own. Yes, but then also that means in his beans, he's removed the tomatoes, he's removed the onions, friends. So before we eat food, we have organized our plate to now enjoy it fully. But even then, I'm just like, Manuela, you're really just picking. It doesn't annoy you. You don't really mind. Is he eating the food? Yes.
And he eats all of it. Green peppers,
he has no problem. He has no problem with it. Even if he doesn't like it, he'll just say, I'll eat it. I'll try it next time. Maybe those are some of the things that would drive me up the wall. I'm just like, stand up for you. You know, say what's on your heart. Like I remember, I'm telling him, Blake, it's time for you to go to bed. And he's like, and then he will go. So now I've learned to call him back and say, Blake, do you really want to go to bed? I asked, do you want to go to bed? He's like, no. I say, why not? He says, because you're telling me to go to bed when I've played on the video games 4 times and Bianca has played 5 times, and that's not fair. I said, then say it, Blake. Say it. Tell me, okay? I won't be offended. Speak. So that was what used to annoy me then. But now it's become better. He's going to a place where I would say, Mommy, I'd like to talk to you about something. That was then. That used to that used to drive me up the walls.
I can get that. I don't know if you see where I'm going with this.
We see where you are going. Well, I think I've had the same issue with Manuela, but I realized that what used to make me sick, I think, is what used to make me, sick in everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't, Okay, I'm like super organized. I like to think, to see what's happening the whole week. Yeah, I have to know what I'm really scheduled. I keep time. So I used to have an issue with my son, but again, this was also when he was younger. Like this whole the expectations. I think that topic that Kutesa brought up of we are looking at ourselves and then the things that irritate us about other things that we could work on being easier about them for them, you know. So what used to disturb me a lot, it's not that it has changed, those things of leaving the cup. Me, as soon as you finished drinking, please take the cup to the sink, the kitchen. But for him, he'll keep it there. And then he'll say, no, but I could have let me just finish something else. I'll take the cup eventually. So that eventually I'll do it. It will be done. It doesn't have to be done at your time in the way that you need it to be done, exactly as it is. So that's what used to irritate me. That's what used to piss me off, that he would do things in his time, how he wanted, when he wanted, but that was when he was younger. And I realized when I would leave him, he would eventually do it anyway, and then we wouldn't be upset with each other. So I let it go. The thing that maybe disturbs me right now is his ability to maneuver around doing work. He's very calculated. You know, Tesha, like he can be as if like he's just there. But when it comes to being skillful, when it comes to dodging work, academic, me please note when academic work. These other things, other things, those ones he'll do because I'm there. Like you do it, he'll make sure, let me clean here, let me do here, But other things, he'll find an excuse, something else to do. And it's so, even while he's in class, like they'll tell, Teja finishes work the first. Really? Not because he's clever, but because he just wants some rest time while the others are still working. Yeah, he just wants to be a minute to be left alone, like not to be given instructions, not to be doing anything. And that's just how he is. But guess what? That's who I was as well. I was exactly, but that thing disturbs me. You have homework. We've come back home. Do it. Teja now can decide to start laying the bed and washing dishes. Yeah, he'll do anything else. But you have homework. Yeah, why don't you finish your homework? Like this is as it should be. Then he'll reason you out. He says
and he'll
no.
do things that are great, like lay his bed.
Sometimes there are other things which I'll quarrel about, but another things that. But his ability to maneuver around he'll do anything else, but concentrate on his schoolwork, on his classwork, on anything else you'll give him, he'll do. But that one has a lot to do with also the fact that he's a boy. So I figured that there was a lot of that. Though I've had boys in my house, you guys, who do.
But their moms, if you asked their moms. Boys from the time I think they're young, they will, if there's a corner to be cut, they'll cut it. Yes. And I'm thinking as a mom of grown children, let him practice these skills because he's going to need them. He's going to need them.
You've had what our experiences are in terms of the things that our kids do that drive us up the wall. What are yours? I mean, our kids are precious. We love them. We adore them. We thank God for them. However, there are times when we are like, who wants a child, people? Who can I give this child? So we hear you, mothers. We see you, and we want to hear your experiences. So do share with us on our socials. Until next time, with love from Bump Love.